consequences that we still might suffer. I know people who are out there and who were very promiscuous with their bodies, that after coming into God, had some very severe diseases. All kinds of venereal diseases, HIVs, all those type of things. And they didn't get necessarily healed. I'm not saying there aren't people who have been healed, but I know a lot of people who were not. But their souls were saved. Their lives were changed. They did make a complete turnaround and totally repented and totally started living their lives for God. But they bear the consequences of their sin in their bodies, in their health, and they may even die. I know people who were in drugs and who brutalized their bodies through drugs, who finally came to the Lord, but they destroyed their livers, they destroyed their kidneys, they destroyed so many viable working parts of their body. And there may be some of you who do not agree with me, and that's okay. We can learn to disagree agreeably, but I can take you to their grave sites and show you their graves. They did die. And they died in the Lord. God did not choose to heal them. And again, to me, the reason is God's priority is not you living to get 250 years old in the earth. That may be possibly what you might want to do, live to get 100-some years old. But that's not necessarily God's priority. I'm not teaching death. I do believe in life and that He came to give us life more abundantly. And I'm not just talking about life as far as physical life. I'm talking about spiritual life. So we have here God's priority is your soul. God's priority is your spirit. There are other things in life more important to you. Houses, lands, positions, marriage, children, money, this status, this, that, and the other. We have many things that are a priority to us. They are not a priority to God, as they are to you. And I hope you can understand what I'm saying to you. In the cases that these people died, it wasn't that God wasn't passionate or compassionate or that He didn't care. Again, this is why I said earlier, it's a matter of God's choosing. It's a matter of God's choice who lives. It's a matter of God's choice who dies. We know a lot of people we wanted to live who have gone on, who were great people, wonderful people, who died in the Lord that God did not choose to heal. But the priority with God was their soul and their spirit, not their body. This is the point I want to get across to you. And I mean, I'm not telling you don't believe in healing and don't believe in God healing us and these kind of things. God gave us that. But we have to deal with the reality that there still are a lot of people who did not get healed, who loved Him with all their hearts, and who have passed away. Because God's priority is not your body per se. God's priority is your eternal destination. Where are you going after this life is what's important to God. Not all of these things that are so important for us to have here and now. I was just talking to someone, and I had been seeing posts about this young lady, and everybody was, giving her condolences, and you could tell she was young. I think she was only like 28 years old. And I had just asked someone who I had seen comment on one of the posts giving their condolences, did they know what happened to her? She was so young. And they said to me she was killed in a head-on collision. Nice girl. We don't know. We don't know. We get in our are mourning and grieving and hurt over that young woman's death, and understandably so. But God is more concerned, or would have been more concerned about her soul. God would have been more concerned about where was she going to spend eternity. The Bible tells us that